Residents that have established their homes and other structures on Ingonyama Trust land could soon pay for services. The eThekwini municipality is proposing that those living on the land and using municipal services should pay. The municipality claims that the Ingonyama Trust Board owes the municipality 200 million rand. We're joined by Judge Jerome Ngwenya from the Ingonyama Trust Board. Thank you very much for your patience with us. We also understand that the Msunduzi municipality disconnected the services of the board's head office in Pietermaritzburg, alleging that the entity owed it 8 million rand for rates on the land. How did we get here?
Thank you very much. Let me help your viewers to understand one thing. The first thing is that Ingonyama Trust is not owing either eThekwini or Msunduzi. For the last 5 days, as far as Msunduzi is concerned, they disconnected services on the basis that Ingonyama Trust owed it 8 million rand. Yesterday, we got an interim court order where the municipality was ordered to reinstate the services, and it did so by 9 o'clock last night. The argument by municipality is that the land where you got all these homesteads is owned by Ingonyama Trust, and therefore, while it supplies services to each household, Ingonyama Trust must pay. That cannot be so. Ingonyama Trust has always maintained, since its inception, that owning land independent of the improvement on land is a well-recognized principle. So municipalities, when they compile a voters' roll, they know exactly who occupies which portion of Ingonyama Trust land, and they provide services as well. So it is not about Ingonyama Trust, but it's because local government does not want to go to the people and explain. The complete picture is that in KwaZulu-Natal, we're told by Cocter that there are 44 municipalities. 38 of these municipalities, there is Ingonyama land, and of the 38, 10 are not rating Ingonyama Trust. 28 are rating Ingonyama Trust incorrectly, because even the councillors of these municipalities reside on Ingonyama Trust land. They've got their homestead on Ingonyama Trust, but they expect us to pay for their services. We say that cannot be the case. Hence, what we hear about eThekwini municipality talking about flat rate or not, that is not being communicated either with the residents or with Ingonyama Trust. It's a unilateral approach, and it's incorrect. Even the valuation of the land is incorrect, because they evaluate Ingonyama Trust land as if it owns the top structure, which consists of houses, institutions, and businesses. Just to give you a simple example, if you drive past south of Durban, you will notice that there is Ultra City there. There is also a municipal office with the name Sizakala Center. Those are the properties, among others, which eThekwini municipality claims that Ingonyama Trust must pay rates for. Ingonyama Trust, in fact, is owed by municipality monies in the billions. Why? Because even the very services, water is owned by Ingonyama Trust. Ingonyama Trust owns about 15 dams in the province. It owns water reservoirs, it owns streets, it owns waste management sites, which are used by municipalities, including their offices on Ingonyama Trust land, without paying 1 cent. Apart from that, Ingonyama Trust owns minerals, the royalties of which are paid to the National Treasury, and they are not sent back to Ingonyama Trust.
Mr. Ngwenya, sir, I do beg your pardon, if you could please allow me to join the conversation. In terms of the homesteads where people are on Ingonyama Trust land, do those people pay the trust any fee for being on the land or for services that are provided to them to Ingonyama Trust?
No, ma'am, except those who have got leases, which constitute less than 1%. As you know, this land by Ingonyama Trust is historical Zulu land. The government or local government is repeating the same mistake which colonial government committed in 1906 when they imposed what was called hut tax, HUT, to the people to say they must pay for each hut that constitute your homestead. So what I'm saying to you is the day Ingonyama Trust is given all its assets, it will be able to develop the land for its people even better. Where it owes rate, like we have always asked municipalities, is prepared to pay for any vacant plot. But where there is a development, whether a business, a church, and so on, we're not going to pay.
The city says this flat rate that you speak of is for road maintenance. They mentioned water. You've since explained to us how the water situation works. Electricity, infrastructure maintenance, street lights, etc. Is this something that you are not willing to meet them halfway in terms of paying these rates so they can maintain these services?
Ma'am, let us distinguish between two things. Rate is a property tax which comes from feudal system. That is one thing. Services, people pay for upfront because some of them, they even have what is called prepaid meters. If you don't pay for the services, municipalities disconnect like they wrongly did on Ingonyama Trust head offices. In any event, on tribal land, electricity is provided by ESCOM directly, not by municipality. Like I'm saying, municipality is selling water that does not belong to it. It belongs to Ingonyama Trust, and it's not paying for it. So it's not a question of meeting who halfway. If there is a legitimate, properly constructed invoice for a debt, Ingonyama Trust will pay. We are saying currently, municipality, because this is one thing which is not in the public domain. Ingonyama Trust, when it was formed in 1994, the king did not have any resources. He then signed a power of attorney to the premier to assist him with administration. Since then, they collected money, the municipalities, even their predecessor, the Transitional Council, they never paid it back to the trust. We are not asking for any favor. We are saying, give our asset back, pay all the money we collected on behalf of the trust when His Majesty did not have resources and when the board was already in place, and some offices which you continue occupying and you are not paying a cent. As soon as they do that, then there would be no conflict. Because if you look, just look with Msunduzi. Msunduzi had in its top page that it has disconnected Ingonyama Trust services in its head office. But it would not put this in the front page that it was ordered by the court yesterday to reinstall those because the court found that it acted irregular.
Mr. Jerome Ngwenya, Judge Jerome Ngwenya from Ingonyama Trust, thank you very much, sir, for availing yourself this afternoon. Unfortunately, that's all the time we could afford. This